little bit of a lift. We have to stay in it, we have to stay in it. Hello, guys, turbocharged 51 over here. I hope you're having a splendid day wherever you are in the world, and welcome back to season 3 of building the ultimate track toy. Well, not welcome back, welcome to season 3 of building the ultimate track toy. And guys, we're kicking off this season with another Lancer Evo. Now, before you say anything, and I can see the comments already, Teba, you already did a Lancer Evo. Yes, but I did an Evo 5, and I thought, why don't we double up and take the last generation of Mitsubishi Lancer Evo, the Evo 10. Yes, and this is the car that we are going to that we are attempting to take around Tsukuba and the Green Hell today, but not this specific one. Let's get into the specific one that I am talking about. So, guys, obviously this Evo is not as loved as the previous generation Evos, and for obvious reasons. And the main reason is because of the engine. Now, let's get straight into it. So, the original Evos, well, not like Evo 1, but like you can say from the Evo 4, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, they came out with the iconic 4G63 engine. This car didn't. Mitsubishi built an engine with a lot less potential and a lot less robust than the 4G63. And what a lot of people did with these, they took out the engine it had and put in a 4G63, or they just completely went another route completely. But it's still a good looking car. Is it an Evo 9 or an Evo 8? My personal favorite is the Evo 8. No, but it's still not bad. I'm Evo 8, Evo 5, and then it's between the Evo 7 and the Evo 9 for third place. But any case, this is the car. This is the car, and I think it looks damn good. This car reminds me of Need for Speed Pro Street when you take on the Showdown King, Ryo Watanabe. He drives just Evo 10s, and this car reminds me of it. I know it's not black and full of vinyls and blah. It's an Evo 10. That's all I care about. It's an Evo 10. Now, let's check about the power output of this one. So we've got 571 horsepower coming out of a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, and the car weighs just over 1.1 tons. We are on racing soft slicks all around, fully customizable suspension. We've got a torque vectoring central differential, a NOS system, but obviously it will not be used due to time attack. Fully customizable racing transmission, fully customizable ECU, 275 points of downforce on the rear, 100 on the front, high RPM turbo with an anti-lag system set to strong. So there's a racing intercooler, racing air cleaner, racing silencer, racing exhaust manifold, silencer meaning racing exhaust, racing clutch and flywheel. Also with this car, it's got stage 1 to 3 weight reduction installed. Now, you guys know what's going to come next. We are going to take this car to Tsukuba and see what this Evo 10 can do. Welcome to your home country, Mitsubishi. Oh, guys, I think this is going to be a fun one. And for those of you guys that don't know, I did announce it in the winter break episode, basically is what I called it. So, we have deleted 11th to 20th because there's a cap on the time trial. So, 11th to 20th cars their times have been deleted from there, and also on the Nürburgring. So unfortunately only the top 10 fastest cars have stayed. So we unfortunately, because we have to make room for the new cars, but then there's still something that you guys can measure them by, you know. And also this car's got some pretty steep competition, so I think it's going to be very, very interesting. Currently, even though it's a new season, we don't compare new cars to the cars in the older seasons, but it's still going to be interesting to watch. But currently, from season 2, the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 5 GSR is your fastest car around Tsukuba. And we'll see how this car stacks up to the rest. So, and then again, we're unfortunately going to have to do the same at the end of this season for season 4. But guys, we're only 2 seasons away from like something that I've been planning for months now, and I can't wait to get it going. It's going to be so fun. So guys, trust me, you want to be subscribed, you want to ding that bell to stay tuned. But without further ado, let's get this Evo 10 on the track. Let's do a sound check. Ooh! Doesn't sound bad at all. Doesn't sound bad at all. Now, you guys know the rules if you've been watching this for a while. We only have 5 laps to put the best possible time up on Tsukuba. And Nürburgring, the first clean lap we do is the lap that counts. Let's go. Ooh, a little bit of understeer. I'm not going to lie. Let's get it going. First lap around Tsukuba. Oh, massive amounts of understeer. This is honestly more of a rally car than a track car, but we'll see what we can get out of it. Oh, nice line. It's not slow, but you can feel it's a bit weighty compared to some of the cars that we've had in this series. But it's gonna set the benchmark for the season, so. .53.8, that's a very good first time. And it wasn't the best lap, let's be honest. A good run out of the first corner. Oh! We messed up that middle sector so bad. Here we go. That was a good run, though. Not as good of an exit as the first lap, though. But I think it's going to be faster if we don't mess up this final corner. No, we messed that up a little bit. It's fine. 53.5. I honestly think this car can get into the 52s. I'm honest with you guys. Oh boy! Oh, that was sketchy. This car doesn't like late braking. But we had a good exit coming out of the final hairpin. Yo, that was a good exit. Oh, but this car understeers so bad on the front end, man. Oh, beautiful. Carried so much more speed in there. Got the esports line. But we had to, oh, come off the throttle. No, 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 stay out of the wall, stay out of the wall, stay out of the wall. Okay, guys, we're going to have one lap to try and beat that 53.3. I really think this car can get into the 52s, but it's not the easiest car to drive, I will admit that. Okay, here we go, let's get it. A little too early on the downshift there. Beautiful run through there. Now, this might be slightly faster if we ace the final corner, but we're like on par with that 53.3. Yep, we gotta slightly beat it by like just over half a tenth, guys. Oh. It can actually do donuts? No shot! Will it smoke tires eventually? Ah, there we go. But it wants to grip up. It wants to grip up. Let's see if we do this. What will happen now? Looky what we have here. A car that has jumped up onto a podium position for the time trial, guys. It pops up to P3, the EVO 10. Damn, that is not a bad showing at all. 53.2. It beats out the Alpha 4C by 0.3 of a second. That is a very impressive. One of only 5 cars in the 53s. I am very much impressed with that. So, yeah, I'm curious to see what this car's going to do on the Nürburgring. It's the main problem with this car that I figured out so far is its braking. It just feels so heavy at the front, and it shouldn't because it's a tiny engine. But we'll see what happens. Cue the Nürburgring. Welcome to the Green Hell Evo 10. Guys, honestly, I don't have something funky to say about this car getting started. I'm just excited. Season 3 is here, so make sure to drop a like. Let's get straight into our first attempt around the Nürburgring. Will the first car of Season 3 be a single one-lapper? Or will it be otherwise? Let's find out. Oh, that is though. Oh. Stop. Yeah, that unfortunately was. Will this thing even spin if you launch it? Oh no, it's a solid squat and go. Interesting. But yeah, it's not going to be just the first attempt, it's going to be a second. Eish, man. Attempt number 2, here we go. A lot better than attempt number 1. Ooh, beautiful. It is a bit sensitive on the actual bumps of the track, not the curbs, but it's not unmanageable. Okay, here we go now. Now the Mitsubishi, now the Evo 10's come to play. That was beautiful through there. Started to figure out a little bit of the front end, but it's as if the front end doesn't know what it wants to do all the time. Okay, down the roller coaster, here we go. This part always to me, I don't care how confident I am in the car, it always terrifies me to go down here. Come on, Mitsubishi, let's go. Hello, Red Bull Tree! Woohoo! That was like on the limits there. Oh, but it revs so nicely. The turbo pickup on this is beautiful. Ooh, a little bit of understeer there. Sorry guys, I had to lift off there. The car was going to understeer wide. Oh, that's a lot of understeer. Tightened up that corner so much. Oh, it's not what I needed. Come on, Evo 10, come on, Evo 10, come on, Evo 10. Dip for the inside. Oh, that was nice through there. We carried good momentum through the corner all the way up the hill. This is going to be good. Not going to first gear. First gear in this car is so short. Oh, beautiful through the carousel. It actually likes the carousel, surprisingly. Don't do a golf. Beautiful, man. Oh, what a run. Oh man, this car is so fun to drive. It's satisfying when you get it right, like more than most cars. Beautiful. Didn't make the same mistake your younger, well, your older brother made. You are the youngest Evo brother, unfortunately. Oh. Little bit of a lift. We have to stay in it, we have to stay in it. I don't know how we kept control of the car there though. Oh, jeez, man. Oh, beautiful, man. Oh, but the turbo pickup is so nice on this car. Beautiful carousel there, even though it was a bit bouncy. Again, the front it wants to understeer, so I didn't have as much confidence going through that downhill, carrying as much momentum as I could, but let's look at the speed, guys. Holy moly. 290, 295, 298, 99, 300 up the hill. Okay, and she's still going. 303, come on, touch 303, 303, there we go, 303, 304, 305. Will we get 310 going down the hill? Probably. Yep, 310, there we go. Not the best final corner, but across the line. Stop! Oh, guys, what a lap, man. I really enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun, man. This car, it's got a tendency to, like, when you start pushing it, it becomes a little bit unpredictable, but not to the sense that it's unmanageable. It's unpredictable in the sense of you can still do this. And I like that about it. I like that. It's definitely going to add to its fun rating at the end of this video. But I mean, damn, man. What a car, what a lap. And actually a car that I didn't think I was going to enjoy as much as the EVO 5. Humbled and surprised. Let's go, EVO 10. I can't tell you guys whether I'm disappointed or happy. Happy because it's in the region where I estimated if it went bad. Disappointed because it went bad twice on the lap, where I managed to save it, and to be honest, I think it would have beaten the M3. It's less than a second. It's 7/10 to be exact. And I think it would have been nipping at the heels of the EVO 5. So, I don't know if anything is going to beat that Alfa Romeo. That car is stupidly fast around this track. But yet... Oh crap, I still got the summer bus here. For those of you guys, there's the time in the winter break episode. But, I mean... It's beaten the Lancia Delta, the Hyundai Genesis, the S2000, the Civic Type R FK8, and the DB5, and the GR Yaris. That's mightily impressive. So you know what? I'm gonna stick to the impressive side. I'm impressed, not disappointed. It's just gonna be a tough car to rate, man. But without that being said, let's get straight into the ratings. Let's go, boy. So guys, what has the EVO 10 scored to kick off Season 3? Now I'm going to be honest with you guys, it's put up a very, very good average score to make it a definite top 5 contender for the season. So I think the EVO 10 can be proud of itself, and I enjoyed this car, like I said on the Nürburgring lap, at the end of the Nürburgring lap, a lot more than I thought I would. I'm a retro Evo guy. I really didn't like this car, besides for the way it looked. I really much, especially the front end, always looked mean to me. But besides that, I've always been a retro Evo guy. 4G63 all the way. But this car has really made a good impression on me, and again, I love the way it looks. The body style of this car is so satisfying to look at. But let's get straight into it. First category, speed. What did we get? And guys, I gave it a 7 out of 10 for speed. And here's why. It wasn't the fastest car we've ever driven, but it wasn't underwhelming at all. And surprisingly, I don't know if it's to do with the 5-speed gearbox. I don't know if it's to do with like that instant turbo responsiveness. But this car reached over 300 kilometers an hour on the straight. And not many cars that we've driven so far have done that in this series. And I was thoroughly impressed with the way, no matter what gear you were in, no matter what your RPM was, this car would just pick up coming out of corners with that instant turbo deliverance. So for that, it gets the 7 out of 10. Now, handling. Guys, there's not much to say about this car besides the understeer factor, but that's something that you can learn to cope with. And the fact that if the track gets really bumpy, it is a bit unpredictable. But besides that, there's not really much negative that I can say about this car. Another thing that I did very much already realize on Tsukuba is the fact that this car does not like late braking. But that leads you into a false sense of security where you start braking earlier and earlier, and sometimes you brake way too early for a corner. So to figure out the way this car the way this car brakes is going to be something that you and the car have to sort out as driver to car. But still, I enjoyed it, and handling scores an 8 out of 10. This car isn't very twitchy, it's just the understeer that is a bit of I wouldn't say a defining factor, but it's something that does take away from the car, and that was my biggest gripe with the EVO 10. But 8 out of 10 for handling. Let's now go to capability. Now, in the hands of someone a lot faster than myself, and tuning included, this car will go faster. And I mean, I made 2 mistakes. I mean, I'm gonna pull take at least 3 seconds off my lap if I just eliminate those 2 mistakes. But besides that, there isn't much where this car can go. It's a very, very good baseline car. And especially the fact that it's 4-wheel drive means it's not a diva in certain places where rear-wheel drive or front-wheel drive cars would be absolute divas. This car just took it. I mean, the way this car took the carousels, man, that second one was so satisfying, even more satisfying than the first one. So I was thoroughly impressed with the way this car took certain corners. But again, it doesn't mean necessarily it's going to be more capable, well, much more capable than some of the other cars we've already driven in this series, in the hands of someone better, faster, and more knowledgeable about the tuning. So for capability, it scores a 5.5 out of 10. Not the best score, but also there's still room for improvement. But the room for improvement doesn't necessarily need an esports driver or a professional tuner in-game to, you know, get the best out of this car, if you guys know what I mean. And then finally, the most important category of this series, and also the only category where a car can score an 11 out of 10, that is the fun factor. Now, like I said, I enjoyed this car a lot more than I thought it would. I thought this car was going to be levels below the EVO 5 GSR because that was such a fun episode back in Season 2. And yet, this car really shined, and I enjoyed it a lot more. Like I say again, a lot more than I thought I would. And it just made everything about the Nürburgring especially feel fun. It felt to me at some stages I was back in Gran Turismo 5 in some sort of clapped out car just going around the Nürburgring endlessly. And I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. And I don't have anything more to say on that. So for that, fun scores a 7.5 out of 10. It just missed out on that 8 out of 10 for me. But it was still, if you give me this car and tell me there's the Nürburgring, go have some fun, I'm gonna be like, okay, cool. I'll have a lot of fun. So yeah, and that brings us to a total score of 28 out of 40, which kicks off the season. The benchmark is an average score of 7 out of 10 for the EVO 10. And to be honest, guys, that's a very good benchmark. That is a very good benchmark. To give you guys an idea, Season 2, 5th place was, okay, 7 out of 10 got 8th. But, 7th and 9th, there was a tie there. But I don't think this season is going to be as close as Season 2 was, even though we're going to have some epic cars in this season. But a 7 is a very good baseline, and there are a few cars that I think are going to be a slight bit underwhelming. I don't hope so, but we'll see. We shall see. And for what it is worth, that's a great way to start off the series. And guys, next episode is going to be this car's biggest rival. And if you are a car guy, it will not take much for you to realize which car is next. But guys, that has been this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for staying till the end. Remember to go check out all the links in the description down below. The second content page is there. The podcast channel where me and a few friends do F1 podcasting is down there, and obviously my social medias. Please go give me a follow. Go check out the other pages. It is well worth your time. And also, while you're down there, make sure to drop a like down below on the video. It's only going to take you a nifty 2 seconds. And finally, if you've made it to this part of the video and you have not yet subscribed, what are you doing? Hit the subscribe down below, and don't forget to ding that bell to never miss a future short video or live stream here on TurboFox RacerZ. Remember, your mind is to be stronger than your feelings. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys for whatever piece of content comes next. Cheers!